Okay, so let's get into some of the nitty-gritty, the definitions of NLP. In this lecture, we'll look at each of the components that collectively are known as NLP, what they mean, why they're important, and how they translate into our work as an NLP practitioner. So you may well already know that NLP stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming. But what does that mean? And I think that it's worth mentioning right from the start that there are different interpretations of what NLP stands for at a deeper level amongst practitioners. And that's probably because NLP is such a large topic and touches so many contexts that interpretation of what NLP means often depends on context and is, of course, ultimately subjective. And what I've discovered over the years of, let's say, doing NLP is that one person's subjective take on NLP can be very different to someone else's. I think it's fair to say that my own subjective take on what NLP is has changed over the years as well. So my suggestion is to keep an open mind and you decide what NLP means to you as you learn more and apply NLP to your own life. Essentially though, there is agreement over at least what the letters stand for, and these are N for neuro, and that refers to our neurology, the brain and mind as a system for interpreting our environment and our experiences, our memories and our behaviour, all of which are processed and taken in through the senses. Is how we think about things consciously or unconsciously, and the functioning of the mind to produce results based upon the things that we see, hear, feel, touch and smell. Next up is the L of NLP, and this stands for linguistic, referring to the language, or more specifically the verbal and non-verbal communication with our nervous system, unconscious minds and neurology, which codifies the internal representations that we hold and gives them meaning. It's very much a description of how we choose to either consciously or unconsciously communicate with the mind to produce results. And then finally, we have the P of NLP, which stands for programming. And throughout our entire system, we're always running programs to produce the results that we get. The strategies and systems we employ in our lives to get results, either results that we consciously desire or in fact don't want, and that form our representation of events, experiences, and the world around us. So NLP is a study of excellent behaviour and reproducing behaviour through replicating the ways in which people who produce excellent behaviour run effective programs and communicate effectively with their unconscious mind or their nervous system to create empowering internal representations. So when you put the three things together, neuro-linguistic programming, then we have a system for producing behaviour of any kind. And as any system or program might evolve and become more sophisticated over time, we can do the same with the way that we run our minds. We can change the programs, we can use more effective language, effective programs, we can debug the programs that don't work so well, and we can learn to communicate with our mind more effectively. And continually, of course, refine and improve these things until we have a highly effective and efficient system of thinking. So there you have it, NLP, neuro, the mind, linguistic, verbal and non-verbal communication with the mind, and programming, the programs, the processes and the strategies that we run that ultimately create our behaviour.